Hello guys. Today is a different episode, kind of a summary of what we have been doing here on our channel for a long time. Still, this is a channel dedicated to our game, Chernobylite, but we have spent so much time there and researching the Chernobyl disaster and many related subjects, so we thought to ourselves, why not share it? But a quick info. Remember to check our channel on Tuesday. We will have a huge announcement for you. But to the main subject. Since December 2022, our channel has dedicated itself to an extensive exploration of the Chernobyl disaster. This period of human history stands as a painful reminder of the risks associated with nuclear power, or should I rather say, of the risks associated with neglection, bad design, and political influence when it comes down to nuclear power. As creators of Chernobylite, our commitment extends beyond gaming. We have invested years in visiting and capturing the Chernobyl exclusion zone, transforming our experiences and research into a vivid digital reflection of this poignant history. And these videos we have been publishing here for over a year and a half are the result of that commitment. So, if you missed any of them, I have prepared a summary of what happened here since December 2022. Bridging game and reality. In our Chernobyl Exclusion Zone series we delve deep into the zone's heart, intertwining Chernobylite's gameplay with real-world insights. This series covers also a unique tour around the zone mode, allowing you to explore meticulously recreated maps in the game based on extensive photographic and video documentation of the actual sites. We aimed to educate and immerse you, providing a virtual yet profoundly realistic tour of the zone. This blending of gaming with real-world exploration allows us to bridge the gap between the interactive entertainment and educational content. By navigating the digital landscapes of Chernobylite, you can gain a deeper understanding of the geographical layout and historical significance of various locations within the exclusion zone. Each virtual tour is crafted with attention to detail, ensuring that every building, street, and landmark closely mirrors its real-world counterpart. As close as the gameplay allows, of course. Furthermore, our commitment to authenticity extends to the narratives we weave into each gameplay session. The stories and scenarios presented in Chernobylite are inspired by actual events and personal accounts of those who lived through the disaster. Through these narratives, we offer a respectful and informative perspective on the tragic events of April 1986, allowing you to experience the emotional and social impacts of the disaster in a way that traditional documentaries cannot capture. By integrating these elements, our series educates, making the haunting history of Chernobyl accessible and engaging for a new generation. As you explore these virtual spaces, you encounter educational content seamlessly integrated into the gameplay, enhancing your understanding of the disaster's complex history and its enduring effects on human lives and the environment. Human Stories of Chernobyl. Our People of Chernobyl series is an extensive collection of videos dedicated to individuals and communities affected by the Chernobyl disaster. Each episode focuses on a different person or group, sharing their unique stories and the roles they played before, during, and after the catastrophe. This series is more than a recount of events. It's a tribute to the resilience and bravery of the people who faced unimaginable challenges in the wake of one of the worst nuclear disasters in history. We researched and presented each story with sensitivity and respect, ensuring that the personal experiences were not only informative but also deeply moving. The series includes interviews with survivors, archival and our original footage to bring these stories to life. For instance, our episodes on the Chernobyl firefighters and divers delve into the heroic efforts of these first responders who risked their lives to contain the disaster, highlighting personal sacrifices that went largely unrecognized in the immediate aftermath. Moreover, the Chernobyl Operators series sheds light on the nuclear power plant workers whose critical decisions during the crisis have been scrutinized and debated for decades. By providing a platform for their stories, we aimed to offer a more nuanced understanding of the disaster from the perspective of those who were in control room on that fateful night. These human stories are essential for understanding the full impact of the Chernobyl disaster, not just as a historical event, but as a personal trauma that affected thousands of lives. They help dispel myths and misconceptions about the disaster, providing a more empathetic understanding of the human side of Chernobyl. Each narrative is crafted to engage you emotionally and intellectually, encouraging a deeper connection with the events and people who have shaped the legacy of Chernobyl. Through this series, we honor the memory of the affected and foster a comprehensive understanding of the disaster's human impact. Our focus on the human impact of the disaster has birthed several poignant series, each dedicated to the various individuals and groups affected by the tragedy. RBMK Design and History. This series delves into the intricacies of the RBMK nuclear reactor's design and operation, providing a detailed backdrop to understand how and why the Chernobyl disaster occurred. Each episode combines historical data, context, and other information to unpack the scientific and engineering challenges that characterize the RBMK reactors, notorious for their design flaws and the role displayed in the catastrophe. Furthermore, the series explores the political climate of the Soviet Union during this time, highlighting how the intersection of state policies, secretive governance, and the pressure to achieve nuclear superiority contributed to the disaster. This exploration is not just about technical failures, but also about the political decisions and systemic issues that allowed these failures to manifest into one of the most devastating nuclear accidents in history. Revisiting cinematic interpretations. This playlist serves as a critical examination of the HBO series Chernobyl, comparing the dramatized version of events with actual historical records and eyewitness accounts. Each episode dissects specific scenes from the series, pointing out artistic liberties and factual inaccuracies. By doing so, it aims to clarify myths and misconceptions popularized by the series, offering you a more nuanced understanding of the real events. This analysis is crucial for separating dramatic narrative from historical reality, ensuring that the tragedy is remembered accurately and respectfully. Furthermore, the playlist discusses the impact of the show on public perception of nuclear safety and the actual people involved in the disaster. It focuses also on nuclear technology, history, and Soviet politics to provide insights, ensuring that the discussions are informed and comprehensive. This aimed not to criticize the HBO's production in general, but rather provide you with a necessary context and clarification so you would be better informed. Chernobyl Stories. This expansive playlist serves as a broad yet detailed canvas of the Chernobyl disaster and its aftermath, encompassing a wide array of videos that delve into the complex historical, technological, and human narratives surrounding the event. It includes chronological recounts of the events leading up to and following the catastrophe, providing you with a macroscopic view of the sequence of events and the cascading failures that ensued. Each video in the series was greatly researched, pulling from a diverse range of sources including declassified documents, interviews with experts, and first-hand accounts from survivors to offer a multifaceted perspective on the disaster. Of course, it's not free from flaws, so forgive us if we have made some mistakes during this journey. Further enriching the content, the playlist also explores the socio-political context of the USSR during the 1980s, helping you understand how the Chernobyl disaster was influenced by and impacted Soviet society and governance. The series goes beyond the immediate effects of the disaster to discuss long-term implications on health, environment, and policy, illustrating the pervasive and lasting impact of Chernobyl on global nuclear policy and safety standards. By weaving together narratives from various stakeholders, engineers, residents, government officials, and international observers, the playlist creates a comprehensive tapestry that educates you not just about the events themselves, but also about their broader significance in world history. This approach not only educates, but also engages you by connecting the dots between past events and present-day implications, fostering a deeper understanding and appreciation of the complexity of nuclear safety and the human cost of technological failures. Our channel stands as a bridge between the past and present, using the power of digital media to keep the legacy of Chernobyl alive. Each series is crafted not just to inform and educate, but to honor the memory of those affected by the disaster. As we continue to expand our coverage, we still remain committed to bringing forth the untold stories and hidden truths about Chernobyl. Through our dedicated series and educational content, we invite you to explore the depths of Chernobyl's history, its impact on humanity, and the ongoing recovery efforts within the exclusion zone. Join us in this journey of remembrance and discovery as we explore one of the most significant industrial disasters of the 20th century. I hope you better understand what we have done here for almost 2 years now. If you missed any of the videos or series, remember you can find them organized in separate playlists. We did it for your convenience, so you could easily find and watch them. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments section, as always. That's it for today, guys. Take care, stay safe, and see you next week.